AngryAussie. AngryAussie.
Now, because I only bring you news that really matters, I had to tell you this story about some traumatised worms in New Zealand. If you're ever lucky enough to tour around New Zealand, you'll notice that a lot of the campgrounds have toilets that don't flush. They're composting toilets. You poo into a big hole in the ground. It's not as bad as it sounds. I had a holiday in January this year, and I would totally recommend it to anyone. But a New Zealand inventor came up with what he thought was a better composting toilet that had some worms in there actively going to work on the poo and such to break it all down. Enter that most horrible of all entities, an expert. This expert is worried that the worms being forced to deal with human poo might be traumatised. I'm not making this up. The news story is in a link over here. So the inventor was forced to bring in a vermiculture expert who said, the worms are fine, they love poo, alright? If only a common sense expert had come in and shut the so-called expert up in the first place. So if you've ever wanted to experience the magic of pooing on worms yourself, New Zealand's your best bet. In fact, I can't recommend a holiday there highly enough. It's great. And if you've been looking for an excuse, January 19th, there's a gathering in Wellington. Be there. And actually, Kiwis, I want to give you a bit of direction for that gathering. Who do I know? Philip Newman, Musical Kiwi 13, Killed the Cheerleaders, moved to New Zealand. Look, everyone in New Zealand, getting up, find out who the hell this so-called expert was, and just beat some sense into them. Man, just video it for me. I want them to say, no, really, I was worried about the worms. And then just keep smacking them until they're willing to admit that that was the biggest waste of time. I mean, this person was paid for that. They're saying they're an expert. This is how this person apparently makes a living worrying about the mental state of worms. God! So, in short, New Zealand gathering, January 19th, Wellington, get together, beat up stupid so-called expert. Man, I dyed my hair today. I think I'm looking a bit dirty Sanchez. I might have gone overboard.